So today we are going to learn SCD. Let's learn what is SCD, their types, and why we need to use SCD. Okay. SCD. First, SCD is slowly changing dimension. Okay. What it going to manage? Okay. It is a way to manage and track, okay, changes in dimensions data, okay, like employees, customer, or any table over time or time to time. Okay, or in simple word, we can say कि in order to maintain their data from source to and system over time to time. Okay, so these are their definition. What it going to maintain? It going to maintain their data. Okay, from where? From source. Okay, to end system. End system means a target system over time to time. By and right time to time. Like if there is any new data come, if there is any update in their data. Okay, so it's maintained easily. So we have now types. Okay, so we have three types: SCD type 1, SCD type 2, and SCD type 3. But, but most of the time, or 99%, we have to work on SCD type 2. Okay, like if we have a small business, small organization, okay, so that time we can go with SCD type 1 and SCD type 2. Why so? Because if we have more data, okay, so we have to pay more, right? If we have less data, so yeah, of course, we need to pay less, correct? If you can see your Gmail, right? If your drive is full, like if your 15 GB is full, okay, what they said, just buy it, okay, like 1 terabyte, okay, so you have to pay 127 rupees per month, okay, like that. So as a rental. So if you have a less data, of course you don't you pay okay less. Okay, if you have more data, you have to pay more. So let's see what is SCD type 1. What it do, okay? It overwrites, okay, old data. If there is some changes in source system, okay, no history kept. Okay, whatever the changes in source system, it will likely update the target table accordingly. Okay, that's why what I write overwrite. Why I write overwrite? Because it will update it. Okay, the old data also, it overwrite old data if there is any changes, okay, or some changes instead of some any changes in source system, okay, and it not keep any historical data, okay. What is SCD type 2? Let's see in like a brief about SCD type 1. First, let me write definitions, okay? What it will do, that SCD type 2, it keeps full history by creating new records, okay, for each changes. What it will do, it will keeps full history, okay, by creating a new records for each changes. I'll explain in a brief, okay, how it's going to create a new record for each changes, okay. It maintain row wise, okay, like if there is any changes in any column na, okay, so it will create a new row, okay, new row for that changes. Keep current and all historical data, okay. It keeps uh current and one previous history data, okay. Let's see. Okay, that is SCD type 1 on Excel sheet, how it's going to look or how it's going to manage. Suppose we have a table, employee table we have, and we have some column. Okay, we have these column and employee ID 101, A 10,000, 10, 102, B 12,000, 10, 103, C 13,000, 20, 104, D 14,000, 30. Okay, suppose we have a target system. PGT, and we have same goal, right? That is SCD type 1. Okay. Suppose we created a mapping, okay, and apply conditions. So first time it is full load. In last class, what I explained, okay, whatever the new development okay, it is always full load. Full load means ki whatever the data we have in source system, okay, all the data inserted into target system, okay, as it is. Or if we have any filter or any condition, so it will short it and then of course, yeah, it will dump into the target system. Suppose next month that salary increased, okay, from 11,000, 10,000 to 11,000, okay. So what it will do, SCD type 1, okay, it will go in the target system and directly update it. We apply condition, okay, but IICS directly update that salary, okay. If their department change, okay, so it will go directly and then change it, okay. And if we have SCD type 2, okay, but I write ki it override old data. Okay, if there is new row inserted. Okay, so it will insert that row, okay, into the target system too, like that. Okay, and if we have SCD type 2, okay, and we have that data. Okay. In SCD type 2, we have two more columns. Anyone, any idea what are those? Anyone? We have two more columns.
Is it date one?
Okay, so we have two columns, effective date. Okay, and next column we have end date. Okay, suppose it will insert it. Okay, all the data. Okay, the effective date is whatever the date we have. Okay, that time, date and type to we have. Like today we have 9th April. Okay, and it follow time also. Month, second, and hours. Okay, 6. Okay, what we are going to mention in the end system. Suppose today we created mapping, okay, and that is our fresh mapping or new development. So what we are going to do, we give any date here, okay. By default, we can fix any date, okay. That date should be like before that date, okay, effective date, because that is a new development, okay, and that is the starting date. So we are going to fix any end date, okay. End date what indicates like that is the old records, okay. Suppose if there is any changes, okay, here its salary increases, okay. So what it will do, okay, it will create a new row, okay, of that records, and their salary increased here, okay, from 11,000 to 12,000. And of course, that time is also changed, okay. Now it's like 12 minutes, okay, 30 seconds. And time is same. If time is changed, like it updated at 8 p.m. So of course that 8 should be here, 08, okay, 06. And what is the end date of that column? Any idea, anyone? Of course, that is the end date. Okay. See, that means that row we used last time, that time, okay? And it create a new row like that. If there is, and again, any changes in that, okay, in that column. So again, it will create a new row and update that timing, okay? At 11 p.m. that row inserted, and again that salary is increased from 12 to 13, okay? Or the department change, okay? So that end time also updated, okay. Whatever that way, okay, it going to implement or manage their data. Clear, everyone? Or somewhere in some mapping or in some company they fix their end date, let's fix 01, okay, 1st April. Yeah, here. Okay, what indicates that end date key? We have the data, okay, of that date. Okay, we don't have data, okay, before that date. If someone going to easily understand, so it go directly and show end date, but only 50% company, okay, use that steps. Otherwise, you can see that is empty. Once any row is updated, so that time you can see, okay, the updated columns, okay, date and time. Otherwise, no, it's blank. Clear SCD type 2? Practically we see, okay, but theoretically we have to understand the concept and what we have in SCD type 3. That's why where I wrote, okay, like it keeps full history by creating a new records, okay. It always create a new records, right? And what we are going to achieve in SCD type 3, okay, it will create only their one previous history data, right, and current data. So suppose, see, we know कि employee ID never be changed, employee name never be changed. Yeah, of course, their salary and department ID should be changed. So what we are going to do, we will create a new column. Okay, new column of previous salary. Okay, right now that is a new table, so we don't have, okay, previous salary, and we have that previous department. Okay, suppose their salaries increases. Okay, so here you can see 12,000, okay, their previous salary, and their 14,000. Okay, again after 1 or 2 years their salary increased. Okay, so it only keep their last salary, last previous salary. Okay, that way. Clear everyone, or any question or any confusion in SCD type 1, type 2, and type 3? Dharika, Nina.
No, Mukul.
Okay, if that is clear, so let's create a mapping, okay, of SCD type 1. If we
Uh,
have time, so we'll do
Mukul,
SCD type 2.
so in SCD3, how many versions of history data will be there?
We don't have any version in SCD type 3. We have version in SCD type 2, 3 version.
Okay, okay,
Flag, okay, version and date.
okay,
Okay, flag, version and date. Okay, so right now 99.9% company use okay, that date effective method. Okay,
okay.
that was why so, because here you can easily understand ki at what time, at what date will be updated. Otherwise you have flag method, so where you can see okay, 0 1, that form. Okay, so little
Yeah,
bit that is for, okay, it creates some confusion, so that is a best way.
okay,
Okay, we can easily understand ki of course that is a, that day it is updated, and that is the previous date. Okay,
okay. Got it.
yeah,
So it can have multiple rows, but SCD3 will have only one history. I mean, one change.
yeah, it maintain only their one, okay, previous history, and it will maintain all historical data. Okay, like a bank use that SCD type 2, and like a finance company use. If you go to the bank and said ki I want my 10 or 20-year history data. Okay, so what it will do, they will provide you. Okay, if you said ki I want 50 years data. Okay, so of course that will be, okay, they will provide you. Clear?
Yes, Mukul.
Okay, team. So let's create one mapping. Let's see if we have any employee table or not. Otherwise, we are going to create. Just give me a minute, team. Let me open my SQL developer. Oh, it's already open. Okay. So if we are not aware how many tables we have, and we want to see. So directly you can run select star from tabs. Okay, so we have these tables, right? And let's see we have any employees table. Let's see our Rajnish table what data we have. Okay, the why let then we'll use Rajnish table. We have first name salary of both, then we can use that one. Okay, let's see we have any target table or not. We don't have maybe. If we don't have, let's create it. Okay. Uh, let's create the target table. SCD. Schema. Okay. Let's create a target table. Okay, because the table is not exist. Create table. Okay. That is the first row, right? And second row, third column, fourth column, and then that is the last column, right? Let's create it. Okay, so that table is created. Right, that table is created and right now it's empty. Any question, anyone as of now? No question. Okay. Okay, let's create a mapping. Don't know. Change my name. Okay. Sometime it takes time, team. Okay, so that is our mapping. We are going to achieve here SCD type 1, right? SCD1. Okay, let's copy the source table name here. Right. From where? From sandbox. Okay. Here we forgot. Okay. One more column. That is MD5. Okay. Checksum. Any idea what is that MD5 function? We did it multiple times. Any idea, anyone? Yeah. Team. Okay. What MD5 functions do? Okay. MD5. Okay. Why we need to use? It is used to create a unique hash value. Okay. Of a rows. Okay. Data to easily, okay, detect if any column value is changed or not. Okay, like by using MD5 function we can easily check, okay, that column or that row data is changed or not. Okay, means ki we are comparing the data. How we are going to compare? Okay, so we can concatenate, okay, columns. Okay, first name, last name, salary, department ID. Okay, and we will check with lookups column or the target column. Okay, so maybe there is a question in your mind ki Mukul, we can do separately like a first name with lookup first name. Yeah, we can, but it will take time. If we are going to use MD5 function, that is little bit faster as compared to manually. Okay, it will like merge all the columns. Okay, and then it will check with the lookup columns. Okay, key that is like updated or new row changes or not. Okay, so that way it will work, that MD5 functions. Okay, so let's import, okay, that table tgt SCD1 from which connection I'll add that. Okay, so let's start. So now we are going to use first expression here. Okay, in expression we are going to create a column. Okay, MD5. Okay, checksum string and red. Okay, Now we are going to concat, okay, all the columns, MD5. So it will show error, not here, but while we are going to run it now, that time it will show. Why it will show error? That having number data type, right? And that having character data type. And we are using here which data type is string, right? So what we are going to do, we have to change these number type to character data type. So which functions we have to use, team, to change number to character?
To care.
Correct. Good job. To care. Okay. To care. So first name varchar, last name varchar, salary. Okay. To care. And then department ID. Now there is one more question. Maybe comes in your mind or not. Hopefully we have a date code. Of course, that time you also need to use to care. Okay. And then like a higher date we have. Okay. So here you have to mention their date format. Okay. Like a DD, YYY. Okay. That which you have to use to care, that column name, date column name, and then date format. Okay. Here that is clear, everyone. Let's validate it once again. Okay. It's showing valid. Save it. Now we are going to use lookup transformations. Okay, why we need to use lookup transformation? It will compare the data, okay? Here, it will not directly go on the target side every time and compare it, because lookup transformation is used, okay, to compare the data. Here we load target table, then it will going to compare their data, okay? If they are matched, so it will insert, otherwise update. Okay, lookup transformation basically look up the data into the target system. Okay, that's why we are going to load here target table. Of course, the source data is here, target data is here. Now we are going to compare it. Okay, and here you can see we only merge which column, source data, right? So now save it first. Okay, now here field name conflict. Why so? Because we have same name column in source and target. Okay, let's update prefix and source column, SRC. Okay, so it indicates, okay, the source column is prefix having SRC. Okay, let's put a condition, employee ID is equals to employee ID. Why we use employee ID every time? Because that is unique. Okay, like two employee don't have like common unique ID. Okay, name should be same, salary should be same, department should be same. Okay, but employee ID having like a unique employee ID every time. So that lookup is completed. Then we are going to use router transformation. Okay, here. So what we are going to create, First for insert and second for update. Insert and second for update. Any idea, anyone, what condition we are going to use in insert one? Any idea? Is null. Okay. If employee ID, okay, that customer ID is null, okay, so it will insert it. Okay, so which employee ID is null here? Customer, oh, sorry, source employee ID or that lookup employee ID? Team, you are on always on silent mode. Okay, so the lookup ID. So you can go here. Okay, if checksum, okay, is not equals to that one, okay, then insert, okay, otherwise read. Okay, if these are like the column data is not equals to the target data, okay, it will insert, that's why I write true, okay, otherwise reject. Okay, insert, otherwise reject. Okay, if these are not equals, my means if salary is updated, then it's time it show ki these are not equals. Okay, if these are not equals, then insert, otherwise reject. Okay, now the two groups created. Okay, so we have to create two target table, one for insert and second for update. Insert and second for update. Insert and second for update. Save it. And we have multiple ways like that lookup you can use here. After that, we can use expression. Okay, on expression, that time we have to create a MD5 function, one for source and one for lookup. Okay, and then we are going to like check it. If it is equal, not equals, then insert, otherwise update. Okay, and second way we have that one here. We don't need to use two time that MD5 functions. Okay, one for like source and one for lookup. We directly use it here. Okay. Now maybe the second way you did it in past, maybe in L100 or L99. Okay. So, but okay, right nowadays, many okay organization use that way also. Why so? If we use lookup before that expression, it will take less more time. Okay. But if we have like any options to use lookup, okay, after that expression, of course, we can go with that way. Okay. Click to here. You can see on target section. Okay. We don't need to check the truncate target option. Why so? Because we are applying SCDs. Here you can see now here. Okay. Here which column we need to map here. Of course, what are the columns coming from source? Okay. Save it. Target. Of course, that operation we need to change. That is insert. So go to data driven. Okay. So directly you can update. We are going to update it now. So DD update. Okay. If we are going to do with insert. Okay. So what we are going to do, or DD insert you can write, okay, or DD reject, but we are going to use only DD update now, so that's why DD update. Okay, save it, go here, okay. Team, if you have any
So,
question, you can ask.
Mukul, so data-driven update is given only for this update target table, not for the insert table.
No. Insert we have direct insert option. So why we need to go there? Whenever we have multiple operation like DD update, DD insert, okay, like we did it in SCD type 2, right? So that time we can use OR and DD insert, DD update, delete, okay? Multiple operations we can use. Just use OR, okay, and use it. Let's save it and then run it. We have team 3 ways. First, that one which I completed today. Next, we have like we use date. And third, we have like we use C. Where the 3 row inserted only on insert table because okay, first time everything is in insert, right? So go here and check. Okay, you can see. If you don't want to see that MD5 checksum value now, we can go with second method, like if we use lookup before expression and use MD5 functions, okay? Where? So where we are, I'll update, okay, some row in the source table. Where is that sandbox employee? Any question,
Uh,
anyone?
Mukul, one question, just trying to understand it better. We have two target tables in the mapping, but both of
Mm-hmm.
them are connected to the same uh, target table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has inserts as well as updates. So internally, will that be updated in this target having only the latest data, or because
Updated
SCD?
data. No, no, no. If there is a new data, we can see it into insert one. Okay. But if there is any update data, okay, you can see
Uh-huh.
here. We have,
Oh,
see, we use one target table, okay, in both. You can see or not, you notice or not here and here, okay.
yeah.
But the why you said ki why we need to use two? We have only one target table now. Why so? Because client said ki today how many rows updated or how many new row inserted. So if we use that way na, so we can go here and we can easily read ki 3 new employee inserted today, okay, and 4 rows updated. That way we can use, okay. We can use only single target also, but there we never used, okay, or see ki how many row inserted or how many row updated. We have to manually go here and compare the data with the previous data, okay. Like ki 5 row inserted, we have to check, okay, both two tables and see ki these 5 row inserted, okay. So that's why like we created two groups, okay, insert and update. So that way easily understand. You can directly go here and you can easily understand ki 3 row inserted, there is no update. And right now we are going to update it. I'll show it to you. Okay, so now
Yeah.
it's clear.
Y- yeah, it's clear. So I just wanted to see in the next update how it will work because
Mm-hmm.
inserts, we have three new inserts which is showing. Now when we update it, those three records will be there in inserts as well as the update table will have three records. Am I right?
No, no, update will have whatever the update we will do did now. I'll show it to you. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why we have three now? If we update it only in one, I'll show SCD1 Rajesh. Where is this table? SRC SCD1 Rajneesh. That right. Okay, we have these three data. Let's update some data like their salary, Steven salary from 100 to 200, 2000. Okay. Now I only updated one, right? Now the so slow updated. You can see. Okay, 2000s. Now rerun our mapping. Now you can see zero inside, only one update. Okay, it show key target table has no key specified. Okay, what that means, but here you can see key one row affected into the target system. Okay, so that time we have to take, okay, like that any ID as a primary key column. Okay, we have to make that ID as a primary key column, that employee ID. Okay, so let's see. We can alternate. Okay, we can use that updated column. That way we can achieve. Okay, one rows. Now, if I'm going to open it, so you can see team, there is only one row. Okay, updated. So go here and then run it.